It has been an exciting start to the college football season with some great competition right here in the GPAC. The Dordt Defenders have been one of those teams who brings the fight each week, and they're currently ranked 14th in the NAIA Top 25. Head coach Joel Penner joins us for this week's edition of Coach's Corner. And Coach, we just talked about an start to the season, but what would you say is the biggest way you've seen this team grow so far?
Yeah, thanks, Amber. Really proud of the way our guys have started. I think we had a lot of question marks on offense because a lot of young players who don't have a lot of experience, and they've really answered the bell. We've been real productive and balanced on offense. Defensively, we have a lot of starters back. And so I knew that we were going to lean on our defense early, and they've been fantastic this year. Great on third down, getting turnovers. But I think the secret to our fast start this year has just been the way our guys, the way they play for a deeper purpose, the way that they love each other. It's just a really neat group to get to coach, and I consider it a real honor to be their coach.
Well, you mentioned it right there. They see success on the field, but they come back hungry each week, ready to work harder. You, as someone seeing that firsthand, what's the best way you would just describe their mindset at practice and kind of continuing to elevate to that next level?
Yeah, it's kind of a fun conversation I've had recently with a few people, but what we talk about as a team all the time is that the longer we play, the better we get. And I believe that it sounds nice to say, but it's not actually going to happen unless you have a few motivational pieces in place. We never look at our schedule and say, hey, this game is coming up in a couple of weeks. We got to get ready for that game. Or this team has been, a thorn in our side. We got to focus on this team. It's really never been about that. It's us being us each week. And really the opponent is the best self, the best version of us. And we're trying to reach that potential for us each week. And I think the low hanging fruit of, motivating a team for, some sort of anger or rivalry, I think it works. I think it's effective. I'm not knocking it, but I'm just saying it's inconsistent. And so our guys are motivated to play their best football every week and to get better than they were a week ago. And it's served us well. We are typically a football team that plays its best football in November. And when you're 4-0 and playing well, it's exciting to think that you haven't really scratched the surface yet. And that's kind of what our guys are thinking right now.
Definitely. Well, you mentioned it right there just about this conference. 3 teams alone in the GPAC currently ranked in the top 25 right now. I know you talked about just this team wanting to accomplish its own goals, but how much does that excite you just about how much talent is in this conference and how much it's grown?
It's fantastic football. I've coached in my 23-year college career, Division II, Division III, other NAIA schools, and hands down, this is, I think, the best coaching league that I've been in. And yeah, I mean, you said it. There's 3 top 15 programs in the conference right here in the state of Iowa. Really all in our backyard. And so people think that's just a Saturday thing, but that's a recruiting thing. I mean, that's a 365-day all year thing to have. But being able to fill rosters at the small college level with both really regional kids and then kids from all over, which really all 3 of us do, the top 15 schools. I think it says a lot about the local football here and in the region, that it's strong and the coaching is great. So once we become a consistent postseason team, then I believe our strength of schedule in this league will greatly prepare us for that.
Well, you mentioned a little bit earlier, too, it's been a journey for you in the coaching world, but right now it's led you here to Dordt. What do you most enjoy just about the Dordt community and having the opportunity to lead these men?
It's going to sound like you're supposed to say that so it's not significant, but I cannot say how significant Defender Nation is. The support, the enthusiasm, not only the way they come around our football team, but also the shared vision of what Defender Nation wants for our student athletes. You know, being a faith-based school, Dordt takes that very seriously, and it is just really cool to see how our students being their best academically, becoming servant leaders in their community, um, being incredible leaders on and off the field, and pursuing championship level athletics. It's not just something that we put on a mural somewhere. We call it the Defender Way here at Dordt, but it's something that's lived out. I mean, you just look at the academic achievements of our student athletes. Our football team was the #2 GPA in the country. A few years back, we had the #1 team GPA in the country, and all of that comes with playing great football and getting better and better on the field as well. And so I think just being at a place where excellence is the standard and doing it in a Christ-centered, God-honoring way, it's rare, and it's not happening at a lot of places around the country. But I think Dordt's on to something pretty special with that right now.
All right, Coach, we'll wrap up with this one here. A lot of exciting things that have happened so far this season, but what excites you the most about what this team can do the rest of the way and how that can help keep building this program?
Yeah, I believe we have a postseason ready team. And I know that to do that, we're going to need to come up with some significant victories throughout the season. But as long as we continue to play 1 week at a time, one play at a time, and that the longer we play, the better we get is true of us. I fully believe, and I believe our players also believe that Dordt will have an opportunity to do great things in the postseason this year.
All right, well, still plenty of exciting football ahead. They are the Dordt Defenders. Coach Penner, thank you so much for joining us on Coach's Corner.
Amber, appreciate you having me.